Hello there, Wargamers. This is Luka from MiniWarGaming.com, joined by Phil, the Glacial Geek, and today what we're doing for you is, well, we are continuing our Stormsunder campaign.
We play and call it work.
All right, folks. So we started a demo for the Stormsunder campaign a little bit ago, Dave and myself. So if you want to see what happened in depth, you can just click on the link down below and that'll take you to that video on our YouTube. But I will give you a gist of what's going on here. Stormsunder is a campaign about like a world-ending storm, and we are trying to figure out how to prevent that. And that has led us to this vampiric city called Tar Pit. Now, the initial party that Dave and I chose had no vampires in it, so we had no vampiric influence to get into the city, so we had to infiltrate into the city through its catacombs. And in the previous episode, we were immediately stopped by vampiric guards. Obviously, they're not going to let us in. We had to scrap. Spoiler alert. You're warned. We won. We beat the crap out of them. And then we hid the bodies, and we went deeper into the catacombs, and we immediately came across a fork in the road, essentially. There was debris, collapsed, or an antechamber that would have led us deeper in. We wanted it. We were at the impasse of deciding which way to go. So that's where we've left off. We are now, between Phil and myself, going to decide if we want to try and clear the debris and clear the way, or risk a mishap there, or delve deeper into the antechamber, which seems like the immediately safer path. But we don't actually know where that's going to lead, because what this is a choose your own adventure role-playing game where you play with your friends as all of these characters. There's 6 characters, and we chose to go with a non-vampiric party, like I said earlier. And we're just going to make our decisions and go forward from there. So Phil and I are going to decide what to do next.
So, our party, as we descend down there, saw our 2 roads, the one blocked with the rocks, and we decided it's best not to try to exhaust ourselves moving rocks before we end up fighting anything that we have ahead of us. So we made our way deeper into the antechamber and found ourselves in a very dark location with very few lights around. We had to make a perception check to see if we could kind of understand what was going on here. So we chose Vanessa to take the test because she had the highest perception.
It was rather difficult too.
It was a 22. You needed a 22. She had a perception of 13, which is still the highest from our group. So we needed to get a pretty decent roll here. Rolled the dice and got boxcars with a 12.
I know, right?
So she basically understood everything that was going on down here in the dark underworld down here, and she picked up the risen warriors as they started to make their way towards us, and she alerted the rest of the group as we prepared for battle.
Here, Phil and I are set up for this encounter. Like Phil mentioned, we are in this tomb, and because of Vanessa, who is right there, that's who Phil will be piloting, she was able to warn the party of the rising warriors, and thus we don't have to deal with the circumstances of the failure of that perception check, which would mean that all of they're called McCarty warriors. There's ambushers and warriors, but they're all McCarty risen. They would have all had bonus base damage on this first round as they jump us, and we are unaware of them. So here we have our returning heroes from the previous mission as we are trying to break into the city through the catacombs. I will be controlling Capac Roca right here, and I will also be controlling Winter, who is like a demonic pirate. And then Phil will be playing Vanessa and Adina. Adina being the priestess, and Vanessa being a not really
a witch hunter. She's kind of like a
yeah.
She looks like Van Helsing.
Yeah, exactly. Very Solomon Kane-esque. So that is what we have going on here, and this is just unfortunate circumstances. There's no grand narrative. We're just trying to fight our way through. We're just trying to survive.
We're trying to make our way through.
Exactly.
So we do have. So we have this is going to be the Makati warrior back over here. You can see him with the sword and the shield. So there's one over here and then one on the other side as well, back over here. The smaller ones that you can see, so there's one back over here, one here, and then another one back over here. These are the Makati ambushers. And then we have their leader, which is the Ra Sworn over here.
Yeah.
All of them are risen warriors that have come up here. So, but he's a risen general, or was it? Or risen commander.
Yeah.
And then the others are risen soldiers. So it just specifies what kind of level they are, because we have different abilities that can handle and affect them in different ways.
Exactly. And then we have our creature decks. These are the interactions, the instinct the creatures will be doing, and these are the targets they'll be attacking. Now, because Adina is part of the party, she has double the amount of target cards in here.
She's a priest. They can feel it.
They can feel it. They know that she's a great threat to them. They will be targeting her more than anything, so I'm going to try my best with Kapek Roka to protect her. I'm going to hang around the priest, try and protect Adina there. We have our loot deck set up, our injury deck set up. And to give you guys an idea of what our stats are and everything, again, this is not going to be a how to play, so if you're curious and you want to watch a previous scenario and how we got into this situation, you just click on the link down below. But anyways, here's Kapek Roka. Collectively, all his gear gives him 3 defense and 3 armor, and I'll explain how those work when they come up. These are his, this is his utility ability, Shield Bash, and Slam will be his ultimate. These are the default loadouts. Again, this is just the demo, this is not the full game. Well, I mean, this is the suggested loadout for the demo. We have the flail, the shield, with the solarettes, and the bloody cuirass. And yeah, just an idea of what the stats look like. We all have our own abilities and artifacts and items that will show off when they come up, if they come up. And here is our predetermined initiative. So the encounter sets up initiative for us. It'll be the ambushers 1 and 2 going first. And we decided we wanted, well, I kind of just like threw these down.
Yes, I know it works. I like it.
Kapek Roka, then we have the other 3 ambushers, and then the Van Helsing character, Vanessa.
Yes, Vanessa.
We have the Rawsworn, the commander. Then Winter will go. And then the 2 warriors being the slowest of the adversaries. And then Adina will be the last to activate. She's a healer, priest, so we want her to be able to see how the whole round
we don't want her running up front there. We need her to be able to be back there and help us out.
Exactly that. And then this token here just shows us who is activating next in initiative. And the initiative is going to go, because of room, we're going to go, if anyone's curious. I'll just like throw this down here afterwards. All that good stuff. And then here are some of the abilities on the enemies. So we have the Rawsworn. These are all level 1 adversaries, so maybe an easier encounter. I don't really quite know.
We'll find out.
But we will find out. And the goal for this encounter, if I didn't say it already before, I got a little distracted, I apologize. We are clearing out all the enemies. We win when the dead things are dead-er. Are you ready?
Redeaded.
Redeadening.
They're redeadening.
Let the
redeadening begin!
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. Beautiful. So simple. We just go to the initiative order, and we pass over to the initiative over here, and we see McCarthy Ambusher number 1 will activate. I'm just going to move that over there. That will be McCarthy Ambusher number 1 right there, and we are going to draw a card from the adversary deck to see who they're attacking or what their augment's going to be, and they're going to attack. He will activate and try to attack Kapek Roka. And I had 2 decks here earlier, so I apologize. They're supposed to be shuffled together. Some augment their attacks and will attack like the nearest enemy or the lowest health enemy. Some are specifically targeted against certain heroes. Take a look at the Bacardi Ambusher, and it will always try to do the first one first. If the target's within 5 range, they will advance and attack. In this case, it is not within 5 range, which is 5 squares. The next one will be Shade Step, which is range of 1 and 2 dice. Advance and roll a die. On a star, place adjacent to the target and assign damage. So he might just disappear and appear near Kapek Roka and attack. Yeah, so he's gonna go 1, 2,
3, 4, and then he was here, so they just switch fair because he's a medium or a small
companion
there.
So yeah, wherever he comes in from, they swap spots. And then because he can't quite make it to Kapek Roka, he is going to roll 2 green dice for his attack, and on a special, which we do get, he's gonna shadow step towards him, adjacent to the target, and assign damage.
All right.
So base damage 4, we roll the sword on one of the green dice, so it's 5 damage, and it just goes adjacent and assigns damage, which circumvents all defense. Even though Kapek Roka would be able to mitigate up to 6 damage, he's just going to take 5. Does have 30 health, 27, plus the one of these gives, the chest plate gives you 3 more health, so he's got 5 damage on him of his 30. He would typically lose armor tokens as it degrades in combat for the more damage you mitigate, but only if it helps contribute to mitigating the damage. In this case, assigning damage, it doesn't. So I get to keep my armor at least, there's that. And that's it for that activation. The ambush passive would only come up if it gets prepared, and prepared is when it can't do any of these. So if it didn't roll the special, he would have not been able to be placed beside me, nor would he have been able to attack, so he would have gone into ambush instead and put stealth on himself and get ready to attack later on, which would have been scary. And McCarty Warrior number 2 is up to activate, and we're going to get an attack on Vanessa. But Vanessa is within 5, so we are going to do Swift Stab instead. So Swift Stab is going to rush right towards Vanessa. We're going to get within range, throw 4 green dice, And on 2 specials, we'll apply fatigue. Right up to Vanessa. And we are going to attack with 4 green dice. And we're going to get, okay, Phil, good roll. That's only 3 total damage. Now, Vanessa has a defense of 1 and 2 shields.
Yes.
So she'll reduce that by 3 in total.
But then these 2 go away, right?
Only 1.
Only 1, okay.
So her armor is a little less reliable now. But she doesn't take as much damage.
Boom.
It only did 3 damage on the attack, so that's actually 0 damage. But because the armor helped contribute to mitigating damage, we do
1 damage. Yeah, 1d. Oh, no, that goes away.
And then that's it for that ambusher. Next up, we have Capic Roka. Just to give you an idea, boop, we're on Capic Roka now. Now that we got the first hero activation, here's my hand of 5 cards. Unfortunately, we have a trade card in here that I have to use. You'll notice it's got the black banner there. It doesn't cost me any of my action points, thankfully. But the passive on this is other heroes may not use cards during this hero's activation. Going to burn domination for power points. So because there's this helps me dominate creatures. In this encounter, there's no creatures. Being like creature keyword, we have undead soldiers, so that won't help me out at all here. I could select a creature to make within 1 zone and make a free activation with it, which would be kind of cool, but in this case, I guess there's the eagle.
Yeah, there's the hawk.
Oh, we do have the hawk. I forgot we had a companion on Vanessa. It does have the creature keyword. You know what? I'll try it out. That's going to be 2 of my action points. I'll have 3 remaining. To give you an idea, every character has their own action points at the top, but I believe all of us just have 5, so there's nothing fancy about our action points here. That's selected within 1 zone, so it has to be this the piece of, not terrain, but the tile I'm on. So I'll select that, make a free activation with it. We're going to move it to there and flank and attack that ambusher. The eagle throws 3 green dice and 1 red dice. The red dice are very good. And good luck. Okay, so that's 3 damage. It has no base damage associated to it, nope. But it gets +2 because we're ambushing, and the special doesn't do anything for the bird.
So it's going to be 5 total.
5 total damage. Now, the adversaries have a different mechanic when it comes to the defenses here. This is typically armor for the heroes, and that's defense, and we add them together. But for the adversaries, this is the amount they damage from green dice, which is represented by physical damage, and this is against blue dice, which would be magical damage. Now, in this case, it's 1 less damage because it's all physical. So 4 damage on this McCarty ambusher, and they only have 14 health, so he's got 10 health left. Roka will move here because he's got knockback on his mace, so if an enemy cannot be knocked back, it takes additional damage. So I'm going to be like smashing into the wall of the tomb, essentially. We're going to move there. It costs 3 action points to attack with our Serpent Tongue Flail, and let's try and get him. This attack will have base 3 damage because of my current strength characteristic, and throwing 2 red dice. Oh, that's cool. That doesn't do any bonus damage, but I can apply stun to him now. You can choose to knock back 1 for extra damage, or I could do a stun and mitigate his entire next turn. I think I'm going to do the stun. That might be the right call. He'll still take 3 impact damage, but he'll take 3 damage, which can't be mitigated because it's you can only mitigate the green dice with theirs, and I didn't do any bonus damage with green dice, so it's just going to be 3 damage unmitigatable. Goes on McCarty Ambusher number 1, and then of course 3 damage as well. And then that's Roka's turn done. We'll go to McCarty Ambusher number 3. McCarty Ambusher number 3, we're going to flip over a card, and it's going to do its stuff. Ooh, it's going to mend 2. So it's going to attack the nearest enemy using the regular rules, the nearest being probably winter, and then it'll heal itself for 5. Now, it's not hurt, so we don't have to worry about that. And we are within 5, so it's going to do the swift stab, so 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to throw 4 green dice against winter. And okay,
Ooh, no.
Okay. Well, that's base damage 2 plus 6 or 5.
Plus 5.
So 7.
7 damage to winter.
Winter ignores 2 of them, so she'll take 5, but we'll lose our armor. She has 18 health, so she's got 13 left. And then she gets to, when she's attacked, she applies stealth to herself. She can only really ever get attacked once around, which is nice. Then we do have an accessory here. I'm going to discard 2 cards to retaliate with this equipment against an adjacent attacker. So before I go invisible with my cloak, I'm going to discard 2 of my cards here, because I will be drawing 3 at the end of my next activation. I don't know if it's worth it or not, but I'm going to try it out. I got Throw a Rock. I'm not going to get rid of Throw a Rock. I love that too much. She's not much for teamwork, so she's going to get rid of that. And, oh, these are all kind of cool. These are all really cool. I'm going to get rid of the code, though. I think that's really good, but I'm sad. These are all, like, differently good. So we have 3 cards in our hand. And I get to throw 5 blue dice. So 5 blue dice can do, only going to really see for, 4 damage. 4 magical damage. They don't have magical defense. Might I lie, they literally do. It's the warriors who have no magical defense. Ambusher 3 taking some damage. Bloop. And then we're on to Ambusher 4.
There we go.
Now we have Ambusher 4 going. We're going to go ahead and draw, challenge number 3. That's an advanced card. He's going to attack the highest health enemy, and whatever attack it resolves will have an extra 3 dice. So the highest health enemy has to be Capic Roka. 1, 2, 3. then we are in the quick stab or swift stab range. So he's going to run up to me. If it had the movement to do it, 1, 2, 3, it will always try to flank. Unfortunately, in this case, it does. Now it's going to throw 7 green dice here because of the challenge 3 card. So we only have 6. We're just have to reroll one of these. So reroll any blanks. So please roll some blanks for me, Phil. Thank you for not rolling any blanks for me.
Ugh.
And unfortunately, we got 2 specials as well, which will trigger his special attack on Swift Stab. So how much damage is this?
So far that is 2, 4, 5.
All right, and then just reroll one of those.
7
damage!
No.
Oh, plus the base damage of 2, plus being flanked for 9.
8, 9. Well, no, plus 2, so it's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yes, 11 damage in total.
Plus, you said you had the
fatigue.
special and a fatigue.
Well, luckily, Capic Roca has 6 defense. That does reduce down to 5 damage, but we lose some armor. All right, whatever. We've taken 10. He's a thick boy. He's got this. Figure out what fatigue is, though. Unknown to me. I'm going to assume it has something to do with losing action points.
Yeah.
We were right. It's -2 action points the next time Capic Roca goes to...
Oh, boy.
Okay, that's cool. That's
Sorry
cool.
for rolling like that.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all good. Well, that's number 4. On to the 5th one. They get 5 activations to our 1. It's a little rough start.
Yes.
They're ambushers, after all. They're very high initiative. 5's right there. Number 5 is going to do something fancy. Oh, there it is, attacking Adina.
Oh, boy.
How much health does Adina have?
She has 15.
All right, well, I'm going to throw out this card from Capic Roca. It's 0, so I could throw it at any point on any other turn, and place this card on a nearby ally. The next enemy to target that ally targets this hero instead. So instead of targeting Adina, it's going to target Capic Roca. Am I within 5?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Yep, so no flanking because flanking is not available. So he's just going to go ahead and swift stab Capic Roca. Before green dice. That's
a bit better.
Okay, that's total of 5 damage though.
Yes.
I ignore all of. Bloop. But I do lose armor. But hey, all hope is not lost because now we go to Vanessa. Unfortunately, she initially drew Survivor's Guilt as her hand of 5, so we have to spend that for 1 action point. She's down to 4. Those are just narrative traits that all the characters start with if you're unfamiliar with those are, and those evolve or devolve into better or worse traits as you play your character and make decisions for them in the campaign.
All right, so during her activation, I'm going to start with the Greater Hawk, and I'm going to spend 1 of my activation points. I'm down to 3 now because I had to spend the 1 on Survivor's Guilt, 1 on Dive, and then he is going to attack into Ambusher number 2 over there.
If anyone's curious what this symbol means, that's an enhancement on an attack. So it's kind of like self-explanatory, but
Yes.
just to clarify. 3 green dice and a red die. We have...
Oof.
That's
gonna be
5 damage.
5 damage.
Oh, plus 2 for flanking. So
Plus 2
7.
for, yeah, so 7 damage.
1 will be mitigated because of his armor, though. Get rid of those. Put it up to 10. Of 14 health, and we're also going to put blind on him because he got harried. The blind, it just means it cannot target anything on its next activation, and it cannot become prepared. So it's almost as good as stun. It still moves around, though. Because that ambusher's so hurt.
Yes, I'm going to, and can't do anything next turn. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to attack into Ambusher number 3 over here with my Giant's Bane crossbow.
And that's going to help out Vanessa a little bit.
Yeah.
Crossbow has a rule bonus damage against elites. No enemies here are elites, so we don't have to worry about that one. Yeah. But on special, it applies blind,
yes,
which is kind of cool. So it throws 4 green dice.
Yep, it has a base damage of 3, so 3 plus. So they will be blind, which is good. So that's another one. And doing 5 damage to him, which is reduced by 1 to 4.
This one has 7 health and is also blinded from the crossbow. All right, this is going fairly well. That's it for her activation. We're going to go ahead and draw a couple more cards to fill out her hand. You always draw up to 3, up to 5, to a hand size of 5. Now, I forgot for Capic Roca, I only used 2 cards, so I would have only drew 2 because I used Taunt on an enemy turn. So let's get Jawbreaker and Battlecry. After Vanessa goes, we get to see what the Rossworn does. He is the commander. First of all, he's right there. Vanessa is in a precarious position. Now that we realize that, we're going to flip over. Oh, he's going to harass 2. He's going to hit the nearest enemy, which is Vanessa. All nearby enemies are assigned 3 damage. Ooh, nearby would be...
Nobody, right? Because is it from his or is it from the target?
Well, let's put him back over there for 1 second, because I think we have to look at his weird attack ability, and that'll dictate where he goes.
Okay.
I think that's kind of cool. He actually doesn't fight too much. He's a commander. He sits back there and he orders his minions. Now, if we do engage him, he has a pretty powerful defensive slash where he'll defend himself. But otherwise, nothing's adjacent to him, so he'll move on to the next one, which is command. If an ally is within 3, he halts, so he doesn't move at all. The closest ally immediately makes a free activation with +1 bonus damage. That ally may not activate other allies, if there's like 2 Rossworn or something. And then he's got a passive called Battle Cry, which is a range of 4. Allies alter 1 sword to a critical on each hit. I'm gonna burns the Harass, I guess, just because that would have been for him. Now we're gonna activate that guy, which is a nearby ally, and he's gonna attack. Oh, Vanessa. That's convenient for them. Pretty basic. Heavy swing, advance, and attack. And they have the ability to do a stun as well. With a move of 3, goes 1, 2, 3, he'll make it there and do a heavy swing against Vanessa, and unfortunately Vanessa is flanked.
Oof.
Because of the commander, he'll have an additional base damage on this, and if he rolls 1 sword on his attack will be changed to a critical instead, so he'll do a couple more damage. So, because he battle cried, that's what the commander does. He battle cries and then boosts up everyone around him. So it's gonna be base damage 5 because of flanking.
Yes.
Because it's normally base damage 2.
Yeah, base damage 2, +1 because of the Rossworn's ability, and +2 for flanking.
All right, and then 1 sword becomes a critical.
Oh, okay.
Oh! But that's, you're stunned though, that's also not great.
Oh, does it?
3 specials apply stun to the target, but it will do 5 damage. You'll mitigate 2 of it, taking 3, but lose the shield.
And then I'm going to Luck of Nair for 0. Ignore 2 damage.
Oh, there you go, easy.
So just take 1.
She's lucky. That will go to Winter. Well, Vanessa's gonna do something cool. We are gonna go ahead and use 2 of our 5 action points. On Quick Shot, we're gonna enhance our Pistol of the Black Flag to attack 1 additional target. It's gonna shoot it into that McCarty warrior, or ambusher. The additional target will be that ambusher there as well. So, boom, because we want that, yes!
Perfect.
Nice. That's like a 1 in 6 chance on that. That's the only die that can have criticals. It's got an ability on critical, add 5 damage to the attack. So it's base damage 3, +5, but I also roll a critical, which is an additional 3 on it. So it's a total of 11 damage. Just annihilates him with that pistol.
Boom.
And then she'll turn and aim the pistol at the back of that guy's head and try the same thing. Well, not quite as effective,
Yes.
but still we got the 1, which is instead of 11 damage, it's only 4 damage. But that can't be mitigated by armor because it's a red die. And that will go on McCarty Ambusher number 4. And because she killed McCarty Ambusher number 3, she'll be able to loot cards. She's only gonna get to draw 1 card, but she has a rule called Finders Keepers once per encounter. If she would draw a loot card, she may draw 3 instead of 1 and keep 2. I might as well just do that now, like instead of later. We're gonna draw these 3 with Finders Keepers, and we get to keep 2 of them. The bag of gold I could interact with, but I kind of want the healing and the power. So that gives me 2 power to put on a skill, and that'll just heal the 5 damage I have on me. So these are all discarded. Bam, 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 bam. Usually the loot cards are just like little minor effects, but you might get lucky and find something rather useful for the whole campaign. Put that power on my utility card. I will actually get a 3rd power because I have a rule called Shiny, which is gain 1 power at the beginning of each activation, which I forgot about. I'll just apply it now. And then if I do gain gold, I can discard 1 to gain 3 more power. I just wanted the healing instead. So we're gonna put, once I get to 5, I could utilize enchanted ammo.
Once you get to 4, because remember, Adina has everything costs 1 less.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of want to get rid of one of my cards. I can do it next turn. I can get rid of a card because I can do 4, and then I can apply Bleed and Burn on my next ranged attack. Probably would have been a little bit smarter to use on my double shot, but that's still kind of cool. She loses her stealth because she's done. Still able to move, so I'm going to go move back there, 1 to help Kapik Roka flank that one guy. Then in my turn, I'll draw 3 additional cards. We move on to the Warriors, first of 2. The first one there, he will be attacking probably Vanessa. Oh, it's actually, he's like, screw Vanessa, we're going right for Adina. He only moves 3 though. He's going to go towards Adina. 1, 2, 3. Not being able to attack her with his heavy swing, he's going to go unprepared instead, which is the next time someone moves adjacent to him, he will attack with his heavy swing. He's not prepared. He'll get a little bit of bonus damage as well. That's if something moves in his square, being Vanessa, or literally anyone. Even though Winter is right there, he won't attack her. Warrior number 2. Way over there. And we are going to activate against Winter. So he's going to move forward 3 and get prepared. And lastly, Adina. We get to see what she can do.
All right, so first thing she's going to do is do Sympathetic for 0, which will heal an ally for 4. So I'm going to do Kapik Roka.
Kapik Roka.
Kapik Roka.
So he's at 10 health, missing. Boop. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
6 missing health. That looks like 15, but.
And then she's going to use Dash, giving her 2 extra movement. Ooh. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get near the fountain over there.
Which will have a special effect in a moment after she's done whatever else you want. How many action points do you have left? 4?
Does move cost anything?
No, just
then she's got 5 total. I'm actually going to burn So I'm going to burn that for 3 power. I think it's pretty nice, but I think I'm going to do that just because I think
You want the
I want to start getting some of the stuff I can get.
your
over here.
ultimate and all that,
Yeah,
right?
especially this. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. 2. I was looking at a different card before this had 3. And then I'm going to place it on Smite. I know it's pretty hefty to get to, but I think it'll be worth it if I do.
Slay all adjacent raised soldiers or apply stun to all adjacent enemies. Well, let me tell you, everything we're facing is a raised soldier minus the Rosthorn. So that's super effective.
So if I can just bump into the middle of a bunch of them, just like boof, blow it out.
This is why there's more Adina cards in there.
Yes, they don't.
And to show the movement again, we specifically went around the pillar.
To avoid his pillar, because I didn't want to get smacked by him.
He's prepared, so he would have smacked her if he walked near her.
Yeah, that's why I went up this way as opposed to across this way.
Yeah, a much safer move there. Sorry for the glare, by the way. Just the light above is on this type of material, and that's never great. We're going to use the Fist of the Heavens, which is her attack. It's her scepter. It's range 2.
Range 2.
Good enough to
so
hit.
that's going to be to hit him. It's going to be 3 blue dice with a base of 4 because of her Spirit of 15.
It's so high, right? She's
Yeah.
very useful, very good at using this. And that's going to do,
Additional 2.
so it's 6
Yeah,
damage.
nothing special from that.
So that is 6 damage because we have no magical defense on the McCarty Warrior, but he's got the Shield of Moktra. It's plus 3 defense. Oh, that's only defense. It's plus 3 defense against non-adjacent attackers. So it's good against ranged attacks if they're not adjacent to him. But that's only augmenting that stat. It actually goes to defense 5 against like physical ranged attacks. That's crazy. But he's got ancient armor. So he's going to roll 3 green dice, and on every special, he's going to ignore 1 of the damage and assign 1 damage back to the attacker. If you roll a triple special, you'll get nothing. McCarty Warrior 2 taking 6 damage. And that's it, end of round. Now we have a special twist that we have to deal with. What good is an ancient tomb if there's not poisonous darts built into the walls?
It had to be poisonous darts.
It had to be poisonous darts, my man. So what's going to happen here? 2 things. Because Adina ended near the fountain, she will be immune to the effects of the poisonous darts. She kind of hides behind the fountain in a way. She hears a warning. And she actually gains 2 power, which we already resolved, right?
No, we didn't, but I will.
Yeah, every time a hero ends their move near a fountain, they'll gain 2 power as they are able to absorb some of its magical energy. So we're going to go up to 4 power on Smite over there. And then the poisonous darts will hits everything in here, but what a surprise, the undead warriors are immune to it. They don't care about the poisonous darts. But each of our characters has to do a dexterity check, I believe. And if we pass, we're fine. If not, we all get assigned 4 damage. So no defenses at all. Testing agility 20. Let's do Vanessa first.
Sure. So she's got agility 13.
So we're going to roll 2d6 here.
Yep. Looking for 7.
Yes. She is going to fail her agility and be assigned 4 damage.
Ouch.
5 of her 20. She's got 15 remaining health. Phil's other character, Adina here, again, she's protected by the fountain. So I'll go ahead and do Kapik Roka, who has the glorious agility of 4. So we know we can't pass this.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to see how horribly he failed. So he rolls an 11.
I would have liked that. That's
fair, yeah. He's going to be assigned 4 damage, go right back up to 10. Back up to 10 damage suffered. Winter's got 12. So we pass. Oh, Winter dodges the darts. Good job, Winter. So moving near the fountain, you ignore the darts, but you have to immediately test against your spirit to be able to control and manipulate the fountain, or else by dabbling with it, you actually end up healing the undead warriors a little bit. So Spirit 20 on her should be easy enough.
She's got a 15 spirit, so I need a 5.
And you pass. Okay, so she's a priest, she knows what she's doing, and she manipulates the fountain a little bit. That would have healed whichever enemy has the most damage on it by 5. So that could be annoying. And that's 1 round in the scenario, so we're gonna go shoot right back up to McCarty Warrior number 1.
Stunned.
Who is stunned. We're gonna go right to McCarty Ambusher number 2.
Who's blind.
It's too funny, he's blind. We still have to do his adversary card, but he won't be able to attack. McCarty Ambusher number 2 right there. And he's gonna, that's good, we burnt the assault too. He's gonna target the nearest enemy, and he would ignore up to 2 defense. But he would still advance towards, because his attack says advance towards the nearest. Cannot attack because he's blind. And even though
he didn't actually be able to do it, he's blind, so he cannot be readied.
And he cannot be prepared either, even though he didn't attack. So blind is very good. It's just a worse stun, but it's still super powerful. Yeah. It's only affect the 1 round though, so the blind does go away. And then we go to Kapik Roka, who is unfortunately fatigued, so he's going to lose 2 out of his 5 action points, and he'll go down to 3. I got a couple options in my action ability cards here, but I think I'm just going to use my 3 action points to swing the flail to attack this ambusher because he's only missing 4 health, and I do red dice, so it can't be mitigated. It's impact damage. Big fancy weapon. It's damage of 3. Oh, there you go, critical. So it does. It also knocks him back 1, and it does 6 damage to him.
But he's just dead.
He just turns him to dust. And I'm gonna get loot 1. I bet it tastes like soup. Soap. Sorry, soap. Heal self for 10. That's huge. It's kind of like to represent momentum in fighting and reinvigorating them, giving them more courage, effects like that. I want to be able to charge up enough power to use one of my abilities. So I'm going to get rid of my charge card. I'm going to burn that for 3 power to put on Shield Bash. Now, I would normally cost 4, but Adina's on the party and she has an aura. And her special abilities say her auras affect the entire...
Yeah, her special ability, Adina's auras affect the entire map. So then she has the Overseer's Collar, which has a signature skills cost 1 less power. Usually it would only be within 3, but because of her aura doing everything, she's going to be good to go.
So that means next time I'm attacked, I could choose to Shield Bash and just assign 5 damage to adjacent attackers.
Like, pretty good.
All adjacent attackers, which is awesome. If for whatever reason more than one guy's attacking me.
Is it your, no.
Yeah, I'm going to be near him. I'm trying to figure out like where Capic-Roka can go to not get ambushed so easily. I could go... there, I think that's 1 less area for being ambushed. Yeah, I was thinking there or with the pillar to protect me a little bit too. But I like that area because I can. I want to rush to help Adina out if I can.
She's okay for now.
She should be.
We'll
okay,
see what happens. Yeah,
we'll go there.
time.
We'll go there. Yeah, we'll go there. I'll just draw a couple cards. Resolute, gain 2 armor, and punch for Capic-Roka. This guy's dead, so we're gonna go to McCarty Ambusher number 4. Right there beside Winter, and he is going to flip over Adina. All right, to Adina we go. So we know Adina is not within the Swift Stab range, which is range 5. So we're going to do Shade Stab, which is a lot more deadly, which is advance and roll a die. So it's going to advance 5 towards Adina. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I lied. Never mind. Swift Stab's in range. Oh, no, because she's range 6. Because that's 5 to get there. If target was within range 5...
Was within 5?
Yes.
Okay, but
so
he moved
she's
4.
6. Yeah. But he moves 5. He was back there, so she was range 6, so we do Shadow Step, or Shade Step. So go ahead and roll 2 green dice for me, Phil, to see if we'll assign damage or not. This all depends on assigning damage or not. Nope. So it doesn't do the Shade Step part, it just advances there and still attacks.
Okay.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. So that was the attack. That's just 3 damage. Yeah. And base damage 4, so that's 7 damage. That is physical. She's only got a defense of 1, so she takes 6 damage and goes down to what, 9 health left?
Yeah.
She can't take many hits.
No, she's not super.
And the last ambusher is right there, and we're going to flip over Overwhelm. We're going to target the lowest health enemy, and the attack is going to have +2 base damage. Oof, that's Adina. That's kind of suspicious. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's in range 5, so we're going to do Swift Stab. So we're going to move there, I guess. And stab. We're going to throw 4 green dice at this attack. And it's base damage 4 right now because of Overwhelm.
Oof.
4, 5, 6 damage. Okay, well, she's not dead.
She's going to take 5.
Yeah, she'll take 5. Oof. There's no stars for the fatigue affix. So what does she have left now? She got 4 health?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's cool because we're going to go over to Vanessa. Now, Vanessa was stunned by something. It was the warrior. Yeah, the warrior stunner. So her turn's done. That's it. All right. Sorry, Vanessa. Yeah, she skips her whole activation. That means she can't even give commands to her companion to attack. So that's rough. Then to the Rossworn. No, he's not going to do his defensive slash because no one is nearby, but he will order an ally within 3, which he doesn't have any. So his next move will be strategic maneuver. Oh, I got to flip over a card as well. Not that this does anything. He's going to attack Capic-Roka, but he never actually attacks something. He's going to advance towards the nearest ally, and which would be the warrior up there. And he only moves 3, so 1, 2, 3. Then we forgot to put the prepared on him last time, but he gets prepared as well. So he's very scary. We got to get Vanessa out of there. Vanessa's good. He's got a real nasty attack. It's 2 base damage, plus 2 red, 3 green dice, and on 2 specials, it'll heal the closest ally for 3 as well. He just pulsates out his aura of Battle Cry. Helping out those nearby. Mostly just buff the ambusher and the warrior there. Next up, Winter. Winter will gain a power going up to 4, which will allow her to use her enchanted ammo because Adina's still awake. Move of 6, we're going to leave that warrior, 2, and we're going to go help out Adina because she's in desperate need. We're going to attack that ambusher there. We're going to spend 1 action point on ambush. and the attack will have +2 base damage if it is flanked. So that'll be a total of +4. I'm having so much fun with the pistol of the black flag. We're gonna go ahead and use that one again. Special. Special does nothing for us, unfortunately. So it'll be base damage of 7 because it's already 3. Also impact damage, so can't be mitigated. So 7 damage on number 4. Is up to 11 damage taken up is 14. Vanessa's doing, or Winter's doing quite a bit of damage. Yep. I am going to burn Lucky Strike for 3 power because I want to start working on backstab. And I'm gonna keep these 3 because they're kind of cool. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of that too. Screw it. I don't really need first aid. She's hard enough to hurt, so I'll get 5 power. I'll put that on backstab. I only need 9 for backstab to work there, but it is quite a hefty attack. Melee only, obviously, but if the target is flanked, +8 base damage on this attack. Here we go, McCarty Warrior number 1. He's over there. He loses his prepared because no one entered his square, and he's going to go for Adina. Oh, naturally, but he's too slow. So he's going to move 3. 1, 2, 3, and get prepared again. And McCarty Warrior number 2, who is dangerously close to Adina, right there. He loses his prepared, and then he's going to overwhelm the lowest health enemy. Well, all right. Well, he's going to move 1 over. There's no way he can flank, eh? No, he can't get around to flank. So he's going to move there, and he's going to have +3 base damage on his attack, which already has base damage 2. So it's a 5 base damage attack, and we're throwing 4 green dice at this. 4 physical dice. Right, 4 green dice. You seal your own doom.
Oh boy.
Boom. Okay, that's only 10 damage.
Only 10 damage.
So she just takes 9, and she gets knocked over. Boom. So heroes are not fully dead, but I had to go see exactly what happens when someone is knocked out. Because we can spend 5 action points to revive her and bring her up, and she'll suffer like one of these random cards, something like an example, dislocated shoulder, passive, on top of a utility card. Ignore that utility card. Oh, wow, that sucks. So you can't use your utility card anymore. Like my shield bash, for example. So Adina is out of here, which means any equipment or now like her collar is now out of here. I need to get more power to use my my signature skills now. We can revive her, but we have to go through quite a bit of undead to do that. Well, it's Operation Save Adina. And would you look at that? She could have healed 20, dude. She's got a Phoenix to heal. She's got so much healing.
She could have done so much stuff.
She got mobbed by. It's just the cards run for it.
Yes.
So it's like target Adina, target Adina, target Adina, and then kill Adina.
Yeah.
So you can't do anything about that.
Yes.
Now we have to deal with darts. So I'm gonna go ahead and you can go ahead and do your agility checks. You need 20.
I just need Vanessa here. So her agility is 13, so looking for a 7.
And she will be
good.
Fine. She does dodge.
Barely, but good.
Capac Roka is automatically going to take 4 damage. He's not very quick. And Winter could use an 8. Winter's fine. She dodges. Perfect. 2 round, please. McCarty, Ambusher, and unfortunately we don't have stun and blind on these. Oh, that guy's dead though. I guess.
2 of them are dead.
That's good. That's good. I can work with that. McCarty, Ambusher, number 1. The guy rips like Capac Roka, and he's going to attack Winter. Okay, cool. Oh, Winter's over there. Oh no. So he's going to do the quick stab, and he'll get right behind her. All right, Winter. I see what's up. She's about to go stealth. 4 green dice. And on 2 specials, we get fatigue. No specials. Okay, well, still 4 more damage on top of the 2, so that's 6 damage. Ignores 1, she'll take 5. Down to 13, she triggers stealth. She can no longer be targeted until she activates. We got dead and right to Capac Roka. Our goal is kind of working. As much as Adina went down, we are drawing all of the warriors away from their commander, so they're not getting bonus damage and making him not be able to activate too much either. So I like that. I can mess with that. All right, Mr. Roka, let's go 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and hit that ambusher with the flail. We're going to spend an action point to make a jawbreaker to apply stun to the target. So it'll be 5 base damage because I'm flanking. Plus, a critical. Plus 4 more damage. That's 9 base damage. Or 9 damage, which you can't ignore. All right, well, take a 1 away there. This is for 9 base damage. So he's at 12 out of 14 health. We use Punch, which is, this means I can do it in response to something, like an event triggering. This attack is free if activated immediately after attacking an adjacent target. So I will punch for 1 green dice. Bam! So I do 1 more damage, which he would mitigate by 1, but he is flanked, and this is an attack.
So +2.
So +2 because he's flanked. Yeah.
And that kills him.
It's at 14, yep.
That's dead.
Boom. So it's kind of like I clock him with the mace, he starts to turn around, and then I just boom, punch his head right off. And I get a loot card for that. Ha! Which will say, oh, consumable. I don't care what the tile says. Please don't eat the card. Oh, title says. Oh, consumable. Ha! I can read. Draw 1 consumable card. It's a consumable deck there. And if I confused myself, and I thought I was attacking that one, and I'm like, oh, Dina's not flanking. We don't kill it. I'm like, no, I attacked the one that was there, and it was
Winter.
Winter helping out.
With Roka did it.
And the Cthulhu will be Courage in a Bottle. I can use this to gain 2 armor and heal self for 5. I get rid of Resolute to gain 1 power from it. It's only 1 action point. Feed that into Slam, which is a really cool attack. Then we go to Ambusher number 4, who is in the middle. And we are going to have you attack Overwhelm, lowest health. Lowest health. Who's the lowest health on this table? There's only 3 of us. It's probably...
I'm at 15 on her. And I think you're actually at 13.
Oh, but she's stealth. She can't be targeted.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's actually good. That means he's going to run all the way towards Vanessa. Somewhat. Which he'll do the Shade Step. So he's going to roll. He's going to move 5 towards Vanessa. 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to roll 2 green dice. And if he gets 1 special, he's going to teleport to Vanessa and then just assign damage.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. No, he just stops there and he gets prepared. While this ambusher's prepared, he goes into stealth, so he cannot be targeted himself. And he gets +2 base damage if he does attack. Yeah, out of prepared. Ambusher number 5, who apparently has taken 0 damage. Yeah, okay, well, that guy's got to reshuffle this deck. I'll let Phil do that, and we'll come right back. And we're back, and we got overwhelming it. Hey, look, we'll go back, baby. Lowest health, that's also Vanessa. And that was that one, so it's going to go 5. It'd probably go here because it go 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it would go roll 2 green dice and see if it teleports. Otherwise, ambush. Oh, it does.
No.
Ooh. So it goes adjacent, wherever that might be.
But that would be to flank.
Oh, to flank. You're correct. Yep. Oh, brutal. Here comes some damage because we got the aura from him helping him out too. It's 4 base damage. Phil didn't roll any swords. He just rolled the special. So, but we're flanking. Oh, it's a good thing he didn't roll any swords because that would have been a critical instead. Ooh. Anyways, it's still 6 base damage. Right to Vanessa.
211.
Ooh, she's only got 9 left. Okay, maybe we're not doing as well as I thought. That will bring it right to Vanessa. She actually does get to activate now, which is nice.
So I'm going to give her dash, spend dash there to give her extra 2 move. Therefore, she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Cool. Yeah, that's her max move then. She moves 4 normally. Oh, she
Yeah,
moves. She can go up
5.
to 7. Yeah. Yeah, where we have to end up for line of sight to fire at that target, we're not going to bother dashing. Just a base move of 5 there. Now loose the Giant's Bane crossbow into the Makati warrior.
So it's going to be base damage of 3, and then if he was a lead, it would be an additional 3 base damage, but he's not. So it's going to be 4 green dice. All right, so do get the 1, and he is going to be blind.
Okay.
Which is not bad,
That's
but still getting the 1 there.
That's
so it's going to be a total of 4 damage to him.
Scrap that. We're actually going to move over here and shoot at 5 instead. We just remembered he has 5 defense against physical damage.
Yeah.
Which is what she deals. So that would have done 0 damage. We're going to target that ambusher instead, who is not stealth. That one is currently stealth.
Yeah. So he'll take 4 damage and be blind.
And then he does have 1 physical defense, so he'll take 3 damage on him and blind on number 5. The Hawk will companion attack as well, which is
so it's 3 green and 1 red.
And he'll ignore 1 of the green. Is it? Okay. Wow. Really good.
So 1. So you'll ignore that one. So you'll take 4, 5 damage.
Not bad. 5 more damage. And she'll use her last 2 on first aid for herself, healing 4. Put her at 7 of her 20. So we've got 13 left. It's our favorite Ross Warren. So we would draw this, even though he wouldn't actually attack Kapik Roka, because his defensive swing it always ignores targets as well, and just attacks anyone nearby him. But he will command. He's going to activate the closest ally, which is that ambusher, who is unfortunately blind, so it does burn the blind. So he would activate, and he would draw. Oh, hey, burn the overwhelm, very good. He would go for, probably would actually go for.
Because the
Vanessa.
closest, right? Or no,
that'd be lowest health, actually. It's actually tied between Vanessa and Winter, so we'll go the closest. We'll move there, but he's blind, so he can't actually attack. But that does get rid of the blind trait, so kind of burns it early. Fine. Yeah, and then he goes back unprepared. All right, let's go with Vanessa. Oh, Winter. Thinking about this turn here, Vanessa could move over here and revive Adina for all of my action points. And then Adina would stand back up with how much health?
9.
No, that's not bad.
But it's not great.
9 health. But then the chances are this guy who would activate shortly afterwards, before any of us could respond to it, would probably attack Adina and then just knock her down again. So we're thinking...
It's not worth taking the 2 wounds thing, so try to take him down.
We're just tango with this guy first. I'm going to move here. I guess I'll move here. And then I will...
No, you want to be close, because remember...
Oh, for flanking and stuff?
No, I was going to say, because remember, he has defense against range.
True. I think I'm gonna take a step away, maybe, just because he has no defense against the pistol, because it's impact damage, which is it's too devastating to defend against. So we're gonna go there and we're gonna attack him. We're gonna go with the pistol, the black flag, 1 red die. Okay, cool. That's gonna deal 4 damage, which will put him at 10 damage. Bloop. Then for my 2 remaining action points, we're gonna throw a. Oh, sorry, I was gonna do enchanted ammo. It's too late. I should have enchanted that ammo, but that's okay. We're gonna throw a rock at him. That's right, that's why I didn't do it, because Adina's down and I only have 4 power here, and not the 5th one. But we're gonna throw a rock for our remaining 2 action points, and apply stun to a soldier or creature within 3 range. He is a soldier, so he will miss his next turn. Boop. Now I realize every time I attack Winter, I would have gotten power. It's okay, I'll just save it for the next warrior who has literally full health, so that'll be a little more effective on the next warrior. Get rid of hit. Hit and run's pretty good though. They're all pretty good. I'm gonna get rid of, because that is science damage. I'm gonna get rid of demonic blade for 2 more power, and I'm gonna get rid of hit and run so I get 3 more power. I'll keep the 5 on enchanted ammo for next time, and then backstab I have at 8 currently. Oof, I got Gold Lust. Enemy slain during this hero's current activation award no loot, so that'll be next turn when that pops up, unfortunately. And Makati Warrior number 1 over there, who is prepared, and he is going to attack. Oh, Winter. Boo. Moves 3, 1, 2, 3, and swings at Winter with a heavy swing. 4 green dice at 2 base damage, and it can stun if you roll 3 specials. And there you are. There you are, Phil. So it's 3 base damage, and I'm stunned. Oh, I reduce 1 of the damage. I take 2. On the bright side, I do get stealth again because of my armor, but I am now stunned. And that's 7 out of my 18, so I have 11 health left. And Makati Warrior number 2, he's stunned. He's done. And then Adina, who's dead. And then darts. It's dart time, baby. Poison darts. Where are they coming from, Vanessa?
Let's go, Vanessa.
She is going to. She's going to be assigned 4 damage.
Going to be assigned.
She's at 11.
Not good.
Roka's going to take his 4 damage and go up to 8. And then we know Winter's stunned. I'm pretty sure she has to do the check, though. Oh, she is going to pass with flying colors, even though she's stunned. Not so much that she passes, she just simply gets lucky.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not super great. We're going to go to this dead. Capic Roka gets to go in the next round. Capic Roka certainly has a turn here. We're about to see some cool stuff from him. He's going to pop off the top of this courage in a bottle. Man has no idea what's in this bottle.
Nope.
He's going to pop the top off and just chug it back.
He found it in a dungeon, and he's just going to drink it.
Yep, that's how it works.
The way it is.
He just knows. He smells it, and he knows.
Exactly.
He's going to gain 2 armor and heal self for 5, thankfully. Armor's going to go back up to 6. Still 5 health. Then going to pop off the top of another ominous bottle and chug it back and gain 2 action points, going up to 7. I'm going to move 3. 1, 2. Well, up to 3. He's going to yell and fill the tombs with his voice and remove all negative effects from allies within 1 zone. 1 zone being
1 block.
1 block there. So that means the stun off of Winter, she will rally.
Dead condition? Is dead a condition? Does Adina just like pop back up after she hears him scream?
I wish. Wind up the Serpent's Tongue's flail and try and smash it up the side of the head of the Makati Warrior here. 3 base damage plus 2 red dice. Hey, cool. 5 impact damage. More damage on the Makati Warrior. He's got 5 health left. They have 20 each. And because it's impact, he can't defend against it. And then because I use self-preservation, I had 7 action points. I'm able to throw a rock as well, in addition to Battle Cry. I'm going to throw the rock at the back of number 1 and stun him. He's got full health. Something dumb might happen to this guy and he'll die that I can't foresee. So this maybe makes more sense to me. I'll draw my cards in a second for Capic Roka, and then we're going to go to Makati Ambusher number 4. That Ambusher there is going to activate, and he's going to go for Adina, who is not currently alive. I have to see how that works. He'll still go to try to attack Adina. He'll lose it prepared, and no longer stealth. He'll go 1, 2, 3. He does move 5.
Oh.
So he'll go the full advance, and then he's going to roll 2 green dice to see if he'll teleport beside her. He won't attack her, but he will teleport beside her. Boom, boom, boom. No, he's actually going to stay there and remain prepared. Now, I will say, a lot of you might not be aware, but playing the prepared a little wrong. They actually do the prepared attack if something. So next time Capic Roka activates, he will automatically get attacked by this ambusher. Which I think that only messed up earlier for Vanessa and that guy.
Yeah.
But we'll take it in the sense of easy mode a little bit. We'll play it properly from henceforth. So apologies there if you caught that. Next, ambusher number 5. He is going to go ahead and attack Capic Roka. Finally, someone attacks Capic Roka. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. But he's not within range 5, so he would go there to flank, because he would just take a side step.
Oh, I was going to say that, but that also flanked though, doesn't it?
Oh, it
That's why I
does.
moved
Yeah, they both. You're right. My bad. Yeah, they both flank. So he'll go there, but they both work. And we do have this because he's technically shade stepping. So he's gonna attack with shade step, and on a special he will assign damage instead, which Capricorn definitely does not want. All right, cool. So it's simply only 6 damage. 8 damage. He does ignore 6 of it, which is kind of cool. So he'll take 2 and lose a shield or an armor. Take it 5, and I am going to use Shield Bash. Defensive ability, assign 5 damage to the adjacent attacker. So that's 5 damage to this nerd there, number 5. Fortunately, that puts him at 13 out of 14 health. So he's 1 health off of dying. But still, it's a good hit. Should be it for that ambush. We're going to go to Vanessa.
All right, so Vanessa's going to activate. She's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I think I'm just going to shoot him with a Giant's Bane.
Big old crossbow. Now we're not,
crossbow.
We're adjacent, so he won't get his big defensive bonus. He got attacked by Capic Roka. They have an ancient armor rule where on specials they ignore damage and assign damage back. So this didn't resolve that earlier, so just fixing that for there. And then Vanessa will attack that ancient warrior who's currently stunned.
Yeah, so it's 4 green with a base of 3.
I'm gonna go up to 5 because of flank though. Ooh.
Okay, so that's going to do. That's going to be with the
8?
with the flanks. That's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and he's going to be blind.
Blind and stunned. He does ignore 2 of it though, and we do have ancient armor to resolve. And then ancient armor, I'll let you seal your own doom. Okay, so he takes 1 further less damage, and Vanessa takes 1. I'm not even gonna bother putting the blind there because same thing as stun. And stun's just better. So 5 damage on that warrior. Get a freaking rock throw too.
Rock throw too.
Oh heck yeah, dude!
So she's going to throw it at the other at number 2 to stun him, so that we can take away their ability to do stuff this turn.
Don't need line of sight for that attack there. It's not an attack, it's just to apply stun. Hurls a rock, boom. Number 2 is stunned. Rock is overpowered.
I'm going to do that to give myself 2 power, and then I'm going to burn punch for 2 power. So getting myself 4 power.
Oh, just give yourself 4 more power.
Yeah.
Build up the utility card Cut Down. At any time during an enemy's activation, make a free attack. That's cool.
Yeah.
Companion, of course.
Yep, he has a move of 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he's going to attack number 5.
Alrighty. If you go, I guess you're pretty much auto-killing it.
That's only 5 to move anyway. I couldn't do any more.
Oh, you could go here.
I guess I could go there.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Throwing the
3
Hawk's
green
attack.
and a red.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
dead.
he
You just
dead.
needed the 1 red. That was it. Yeah. Boom. So that is. I guess
5.
that's loot for Vanessa, actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's cool. What do we get? What do we get? Bag of gold. Don't get too excited. It's a bag with only 2 gold coins in it. All right.
That's fine.
That will be the end of Vanessa's activation. Next up, the Raw Sworn. Burn a card to see who he attacks, even though he wouldn't. Hey, it's Harass. He burns Harass twice on him. Harass is really nasty because it all nearby enemies are assigned 3 damage. Just that whole area is just assigned 3 damage if he's in it. But he doesn't actually do that. Oh, I guess he would have done that. But there's no nearby enemies in here to assign damage to. Okay, because he did it last time in there. That's right. He stayed there. There was no enemies to assign damage to. He's doing it in here. There's no enemies to assign damage to. It works out. No one in range to command, so he's going to do strategic maneuver instead, and he's going to move 3 towards an ally. And then he'll go on command again. To Our Lady Winter. We are going to go ahead because we have an unlimited supply of rocks, apparently, to throw at our enemies. Both of these warriors are stunned currently. I am going to use her 5 action points to revive Adina. Adina's going to stand back up, and she is going to draw this injury card. She has a sprain. Ooh, -2 to her hand size. Okay. Gold Lust gets used because, well, I'm not killing anything this turn, so that's an ideal turn to burn that. Gain a power to put on Backstab, which I can now use because Adina's standing up, because I have 9 out of the 10 required. I'm gonna move, and I'm gonna save this to take an opportunistic strike later on. Move to that position first. That way I can attack either one of them, whoever gets attacked next. So that's Winter, moving between the 2 warriors who are currently stunned. And after Winter, stun, Adina. All right, Adina, welcome back to the fight. Oh,
Thank you.
If anyone's curious how much health she has 9 currently.
Yes. So I'm actually going to, first things first, we're going to, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end her move here. So she's going to get 2 power for having done so.
Near the fountain. And then she's got to do a spirit check.
She does have to do a spirit check, which is, she's got a base of 15.
This needs a 5+.
She's
yep,
good.
she does. Okay, no one gets healed on the enemy side, which is actually all over here.
She is then going to spend do self-preservation to gain 2 AP.
Ah, yes, the mysterious potion.
Yes. Then she's going to burn balance there to gain herself an additional, heal her own health. She's going to do it to herself.
Oh, okay. She's going to heal 9.
So she's going to heal back up to full.
Oh,
she's
full health.
Yeah,
very
back
cool.
up to full health.
You had 7 ability points there.
Yep.
You're down to 4 still.
Yep, so she's going to use Fist of Heaven for 3 to fight into warrior number 3 there, or 2.
And that's 3 blue dice plus 4 base damage.
Yes.
No flanking, though, unfortunately. And, ooh, very good. Anything on specials
Nothing
there?
on
No.
special there. Yeah.
So 6 magical damage. No magical defense, but we do have to resolve the ancient armor. That could somehow keep him alive. For every special roll here, reduces the damage by 1. So 1. He still dies, but Adina takes the damage.
Yeah.
For the 6, it's 5 damage. They only have 20 health, so he is out of here. Howdy Warriors have 1 loot, so Adina gets to draw a loot card.
She's back with a vengeance, baby!
She is. Nothing.
Oh, nothing. Oh, it literally says
discard.
nothing. All right.
That'll end Adina's turn. She can't draw any more cards because she's already at her hand size.
Well,
of 3
actually,
or 3.
she's going to burn Punch, because I'm never going to use Punch.
Get 2 power.
Get 2 power, and then she's going to draw 1 card then.
And after Adina, we've got darts. Adina will pass it automatically because the fountain protecting her. You can go ahead and do Vanessa, though. Does she take damage?
No. 5. No, she needed a 7.
All right, she takes damage. 4 more. Oh, wow. She's getting suspiciously hurt. She's got 4 health left.
Roka's going to go ahead and take his 4. I just removed one of the ones I had earlier. So he's at 9 damage suffered. In Winter, she will... Oh, she fails 2. Ooh. Rid of one of the ones, and she's at 11 out of her 18. Oh, we're all pretty hurt. We go Capic Roka's turn. But when he activates, we're going to remember this time the Ambusher gets to attack with his Swift Stab. So go ahead and roll me up 4 dice there, my man. Boom. Very not cool.
Sorry.
So that is 5 damage, but because of ambush, he gets an additional base damage 2 and dismantle 2. Whatever dismantle 2 is, I gotta look that up. These guys do a lot when they come out of stealth. 7, I'll ignore 5 of it and then lose armor for 11 damage. And then dismantle 2, instead of figuring out where that bad boy is in the book, I'm just gonna use rebuff to ignore 2 status effects from an incoming attack. We don't have to figure out what dismantle is.
Boom.
He loses prepared. And Capic Roka goes. 2 of my action points will go towards recover. I'll heal myself for 2 and gain 2 more armor.
Back up to 6 armor and down to 9 health taken. This guy is tank.
Gonna turn around and smash the back of that warrior with Serpent's Tongue.
Okay, well that's 5 impact damage.
Does have ancient armor.
So 5 impact damage, which is still 5 impact damage. Very nice.
Actually, he's flanked, so it's 7 impact damage.
12 out of 20 health. We'll get him for sure. Because next up we have Ambusher number 4. Which is just right there. And Ambusher number 4 is going to go for, ooh, okay. He's going to go for the nearest enemy, which is Capic Roka, and will then heal itself for 5 afterwards. So it will flank Capic Roka, and then attack with its Swift Stab. 4 green dice against Capic Roka. Ooh, Phil!
I know. I don't know what I'm doing here.
That's a lot, dude. That's 6 more
6
damage.
extra damage.
6 more on top of 4. That's 10. Ooh.
Plus 2 because, or is it just 2 base?
It was 2 base normally.
Okay, so 10 damage to him.
I mean, he's fine. He's going to take 4 because of his current defense and armor. 4 damage. He's going to heal himself for 5. We'll get rid of that, add that, and that is turn done. And then we go boop, boop, all the way to Vanessa.
Gonna go ahead and do Stronger Together. She will gain 2 AP herself. Shoot the warrior right in front of us with that crossbow. Twang.
3 base damage plus 4 green dice.
We are flanking as well. Ooh, we got the blind.
So that's going to be blind, and then he's going to take 5 damage plus 2, so 7 damage.
7 damage. He does ignore 2 of it. He'll take 5, then we're gonna roll 3 green dice, see if he ignores any more of it. Nope. He takes 5.
Ooh, that's almost dead on him. He's got, I think, 3 health left. Yeah. Yep.
All right, so I'm going to do Clone, which is for 2 action points there, allowing her companion to activate twice during this next activation here. So now the Great Hawk is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're gonna attack the
Attack
ambusher.
the ambusher over there.
Ooh, we're gonna get flanking on this too.
Discard support fire for that.
As part of that clone.
Yep. So his attack here is going to be 3 green and a red.
Go, guy, go.
Okay. He
Ignores the one
special,
green, yeah.
but he does ignore the 1 green, but he does take the 1 red.
Which is plus 2 damage because of the flanks.
Yeah, so 3 damage.
3, which doesn't quite kill it. It's at 9 damage so far.
But I'm then going to do it again, activate him again. He's going to stay right there.
And
attack into him.
Try and do better. All right.
Does not.
3 more
so it's
damage.
another
If
3.
he didn't heal, or if he rolled a little bit better, he'd be
I
dead.
know.
Got 2 health left. The Rossworn. No allies are within 3, so he's going to move 1, 2, 3 towards the nearest ally and get prepared.
and then scream out his aura again. Now there's no more running. His auras are going to provide, but we've done enough damage to his team that I don't think we have to worry about him too much. Because we got Vanessa up next. Sorry, Winter up next. It's going to be not super exciting for her, but we're just going to move there. And we're just going to aim our pistol to the black flag at his head and execute him. 3 base damage plus 1, so 4 impact damage. He's only got 2 health left. He is out of here, dusted. I have 1 more warrior left. He's only got 2 health and he's blinded. It's looking good. I mean, we have the Rossworn, but you'll see in a moment how we'll deal with him. Fat loots, bag of gold, 2 gold. Dope. Needs a power too, but it's not going to matter. So no point in really tracking it. And I could discard 1 gold to gain 3 power if I needed to. That's not in our best interest. The warrior will go next. He's blinded. So we're going to see where he moves to, but that's all he'll be able to accomplish. Unless he gets a weird card. Always weird cards. And he is going to attack Vanessa, which he's right beside already. And then he obviously can't see her.
Yeah.
So he's going to just not and do anything there. And he doesn't get prepared either because he's blinded. Except we have Adina.
All right.
Going to burn these 2 cards for 5 power. Which smite at 13. She only needs 12 though, but she gets there. And then what does this do? Slay an adjacent raised soldier or apply stun to all adjacent enemies.
Yeah, so she's going to move.
Smite.
And
boom.
smite him at him.
You could have done that with your...
I know, but it's way more fun to smite.
Boom! Explodiness! They're all dead. It's an ultimate ability. That's cool. So he's dead. That's loot. Fat loots. That's 1 loot for Adina.
Yep.
What fat loots is she going to get?
Nothing again.
Robbed.
That's twice she's got nothing.
Robbery. Here you go. All right, that's Adina's turn complete. And then we have the Rossworn to deal with. It actually costs no action points. We're going to go ahead and do burst healing here. Heal all allies. There's no range on this for this hero's spirit base damage, which is 4.
4
spirit super high.
Right.
So all allies heal 4, including herself. Mind if I do. She's no longer stealth. Don't mind if I definitely do. Everyone is nice and healthy. You got 2 action points left, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think I've got anything I can do.
Nothing fancy.
Nothing.
All right, let's do some darts. You know what? The darts hit some of us, pass some of it. Let's see. Does Capic Roka takes 4. Winter is going to fail and take 4. But no one is close to dead.
Vanessa
Will
do
pass.
good.
And Adina, could she even pass?
4?
No,
she can't. So she'll take 4.
She'll take 4 herself. Because at 13, Winter is at 10 out of 18, and that is the end of the round. Goes boop, boop, boop. Capic Roka does get attacked by the commander, though, because commander's prepared. We should have seen this a little bit earlier, but he's going to attack Roka with a defensive slash. It's 2 red and 3 green dice with a base damage of 2. And, okay, well, that's only 5 damage. It's not even that bad. Roka takes literally 0, but he loses an armor value. He also then, on 2 specials, he'd heal the closest ally for 3, which there's nothing to heal, so it's all good there. Then it goes, I'm not even going to bother doing anything with Roka, go all the way to Vanessa, which don't really need to do anything, because we go to the Rossworn. And then the funny thing with the Rossworn, okay, I would move away from him. We would all move away from him, because then he'd command. If there's an ally within 3, there is not. And then he would advance to the closest ally. Because there's no allies left, he would otherwise escape. Escape, he just leaves. He is just out of here. He turns to dust or bones. He finds a crevice. He escapes. He leaves the battlefield, leaving Phil and myself, the victors of this like waylaid tomb. This tomb we just came by, and these undead came out of nowhere and said, "We're just gonna waste like an hour of your time while you fight us." We did it.
Him hard. Yes,
We did it.
we did it.
So that was your first time playing this.
It was. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I think it's cool.
It's very
I like
intuitive,
interacting.
right?
It is very intuitive. It flows well once you're into it. It really feels like a good game.
Yeah, especially when it's like, both of us playing, because it's like you go, I go, you go, I go. Yeah,
exactly.
we got a lot of actions going on.
Yeah.
It goes obviously up to 4 players, everyone controlling one of the main heroes.
Yep.
We're only missing the vampires in this one here, but we're going to check out what happens next in the narrative. Yeah.
So after the battle, Capic Roka,
You got it.
Capic Roka, I got it right.
Yeah, big boy.
Reached down and picked up one of the blades of these guard, twisted it, and realized it was made by Makati hands.
Long ago.
Long ago.
Oh yeah, like way too long ago.
Yeah. Adina defended that as well, saying that she recognized the garb of the guards from the era that they were from a long time ago. They pondered that perhaps they were here from when Tarpit was part of the Makati Empire, but they kind of shrugged that off.
The timelines didn't like line up.
Didn't seem like it was a bit too far along. So they think that maybe these catacombs have been built too close to a tomb, and perhaps they had gotten lonely and come out to play. So Kapik reached down, ripped off one of the heads unceremoniously, and said, I think we have our proof. We can go back and show them the Makati were here. Or we can keep going forward and find out more, further, deeper into the catacombs.
Yeah, we hear a twitchy sound further into
Sounds
the
are coming
deepness.
from there. Perhaps there's more of them.
But we only really came here for proof of the Makati down
True.
here.
And we may have done our duty for the day.
Yeah.
But do we really want to leave that unknown?
No, I think we want to play just a little bit
I
more.
think we want to go a little further.
We go a little bit deeper in. As of now, we've completed the demo. We've accomplished the main objective.
Yes.
But we want to mess around a little bit more in these catacombs.
Yes.
So that will be in the next video. So thank you for tuning in, everyone. Phil and I are going to tidy up and set up for the next scenario, and we'll see you in that video. Happy wargaming.